Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on February the 20th, 2020. Google to move UK accounts under US jurisdiction. Google is planning to place its British users' accounts under US jurisdiction, moving them out of the control of European Union privacy regulators, the company confirmed late on Wednesday. The shift, prompted by Britain's exit from the EU, will leave the sensitive personal information of tens of millions with less protection and within easier reach of British law enforcement. Ireland, where Google and other US tech companies have their European headquarters, is staying in the EU, which is one of the world's most aggressive data protection rules, the General Data Protection Regulation. Google has decided to move its British users out of Irish jurisdiction because it is unclear whether Britain will follow GDPR or adopt other rules that could affect the handling of user data. SK Hynix's employees quarantine themselves. South Korean chipmaker SK Hynix, the world's #2 memory chipmaker, which counts Apple Inc. and Huawei among its customers, said on Thursday that 800 of its workers had quarantined themselves as a precautionary measure to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, but its production in the city of Incheon has not been affected. The move came after one trainee had close contact with a virus patient in the southeastern city of Daegu, the epicenter of the outbreak in South Korea. The 800 include 280 trainees who have not yet started working on production lines and account for a fraction of its workforce of 18,000 people in Incheon. Oil continues to rise amid supply cuts. Oil prices extended gains from the previous session on Thursday as the market shifted focus to supply disruptions. Easing of demand concerns following a drop in new coronavirus cases at the epicenter of the outbreak is also maintains oil climb. Conflict in Libya that has led to a blockade of its ports and oil fields shows no signs of a resolution, while U.S. sanctions or a subsidiary of Russian state oil major Rosneft could cut more Venezuelan crude from the market, rekindling global oil supply worries. Brent crude futures increased 14 cents or 0.2% to $59.26 a barrel, after climbing to as high as $59.71 earlier in the day. The international benchmark is currently up for an 8th straight day. West Texas Intermediate crude futures surged 38 cents or 0.7% to $53.67 per barrel. WTI has risen in 6 out of 7 sessions going back to February the 11th. Asian stocks fall amid virus spread beyond China. Asian share markets slipped along with the region's currencies on Thursday as virus cases rose in South Korea and Japan, and investors quit local assets in favor of safe haven. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan fell 0.3%, led by drops on Hong Kong's Hang Seng and South Korea's Kospi. E-mini futures for the S&P 500 traded a fraction softer, and European futures fell 0.2%, while bonds firmed slightly. Meanwhile, the widely anticipated interest rate cut in China maintained country's shares, with the Shanghai Composite Index rose 1.2%. Japan's Nikkei was also in positive territory thanks to an overnight slide in the currency, but gains were paired as more cases of infections outside China hurt sentiment.